You've got acne, it's frustrating, and you want to get rid of it as fast as possible. Luckily, you found the right place because this is a no fluff channel that gets right to the point with tips that can actually help improve your acne very quickly. So let's get into this. My name is Brian Turner and I struggled with extremely severe cystic acne, and for years I literally tried everything out there but nothing worked. And I'm sure you know this, but there's tons of skincare info out there and it does quickly get really overwhelming. So that's why I'm excited that you're here, because this video is going to be a great starting point, because the majority of people are going to either see big improvements or completely clear up their acne by just doing the 3 things I mentioned in this video. Of course, my channel does have tons more information. I do highly recommend diving in, watching all the videos in here. But if you don't have a ton of time and you just want to get a program that lays out exactly what to do to clear your acne, I highly recommend checking out my acne program, theacnemethod.com, as it's helped hundreds of people literally completely clear their acne, completely clear skin. So check out the success stories on the site. Now, let's dive in. Number 1 on the list, take care of your gut. Now, I won't go too in-depth with this one because I just created a video really diving into this, and I'll link it in the corner, but basically your gut has a huge impact on your skin and your total inflammation in the body, right? When you have an imbalance in your gut, it's called dysbiosis. And when this happens, it means you have more bad bacteria in your gut than you have good bacteria. This causes something called leaky gut syndrome. And when you have this, you break out. And no matter what products you use or what else you change in your life, the breakouts will keep happening. And this is one of those things where people will just have like a mysterious acne and it just seems like nothing, no matter how much they pound away, no matter how many dermatologist visits they have, it just doesn't go away, right? Luckily, this is a really well-known and a really well-researched cause of acne. So here's how we improve leaky gut. First, we want to introduce good bacteria to our guts again by consuming fermented foods like kimchi, sauerkraut, pickled vegetables, just anything like that that has good probiotics on it. Or we can just supplement with a probiotic supplement. Acidophilus is one of the most researched probiotics that helps with leaky gut acne. Secondly, we're going to want to eat prebiotic fiber, which is just basically fiber that comes from any whole plant-based foods. So, grains, oats, vegetables, legumes, etc. Anything that has fiber. Carrots, apple skins, anything. It all has fiber, and those fibers are actually feeding the good bacteria. So those prebiotic fibers help the good bacteria outgrow the bad bacteria. And finally, we just want to avoid anything that makes our gut irritated, because we want to reduce the inflammation in there so that we can prevent the leakiness of it. And it's pretty common sense, just anything that doesn't make you feel great, anything that gives you bubble guts, alcohol, super processed foods, preservatives, artificial colors, sweeteners, sugar alcohols are a big one. Like I said, anything that doesn't make you feel good, anything that gives you the farts, anything like that. All right, number 2, stop eating this food. What food? I know you want me to tell you exactly what food to avoid, like dairy or soy or chocolate or gluten. You've probably heard people talk about all these. The problem is acne is never the same for each person. So when it comes to food, we all have different genetic makeups that allow us to eat some foods, no problem, but with other foods, we might have slight allergies. And the tricky thing here is I'm not talking about those food allergies that, cause you to break out in hives or like be doubled over, wrenched in pain. Those are really obvious food allergies, right? But with acne, what's happening is a lot of times we just have a slight intolerance to a certain food. And while it doesn't make us feel bad, it doesn't really cause any of those really outward symptoms. It's causing inflammation inside and it's causing us to break out. So this might sound insane, but when I was younger, I was eating a gallon of milk every single day. I'm serious, a gallon. Imagine trying to drink a gallon of milk. I was probably having, 5 to 10 servings of different dairy sources. I was, cheese and protein bars and protein powders and sauces, just all this stuff. My acne went from pretty bad to worse to extremely severe, where I would have, 4 or 5 cysts on my face at any point. Like I literally never got a relief from this. Now, the dairy didn't make me feel bad. Like I was never in pain. I wasn't sitting there doubled over. I didn't have any, itchy, hives, anything like that, right? Nothing. The only thing I noticed was that I had a little bit of gas. And at the time, everybody, including my dermatologist, was just saying food has no impact on acne, so don't worry about whatever you're eating, right? Fortunately, now we have so much science explaining exactly why certain foods cause us acne, and as soon as I removed dairy from my diet, my acne immediately improved. My cysts faded and they didn't come back until the next time I tried putting dairy back in. So to me, this shows that we may have, multiple causes of our acne, right? But certain types of our acne is caused by one specific factor. And For me, it was the dairy. So take it from me. I wish I had paid attention a lot earlier on in my acne journey, but I am really grateful that I can help you now do that. So I have a lot of different videos talking about how to pinpoint which food is causing your acne by using a technique called an elimination diet. I cover it in depth in my acne program, but essentially start with the most common foods that cause people acne. So dairy, soy, gluten. Those are the biggest and best ones that for some people, like that is the entire cause of their acne. Keep a food journal and eliminate only one at a time for about 1 to 2 weeks. Make sure to take notes every day to see any changes that are happening with your skin, right? And it's important that you do only one at a time. Otherwise, you won't know exactly which one is improving your acne. So you're gonna end up having to avoid certain foods for life that you really don't need to. So do it one at a time. So you only have to avoid the thing that's actually causing your acne. Now, when you do this, do it 100%. Don't eliminate gluten, but then still have a serving or 2 of bread this week. For me, even 1 protein bar, just 1 serving of dairy, whey protein, set me off on a brand new cystic breakout. You have to fully commit. Stay patient because your acne didn't arrive in one day, and it's also not gonna take 1 day of changes to clear it either. And number 3, stop using products. Or start. The first thing we think of when we break out with acne is to buy a skincare product. So why am I saying to stop? Well, there's lots of science that certain ingredients can really help mild to moderate types of acne, right? Salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, they're shown in tons of studies to help get rid of acne. Chemical exfoliants like glycolic acid, it's another ingredient that's shown to massively improve acne and scarring in people who haven't been using it previously. I 100% agree and think that if you don't already have a skincare routine that you've been doing for a consistent amount of time, then you should probably try and create one and see if it helps improve your acne. For some people, that's it. Done. No more acne. I know a lot of people are gonna ask what my exact skincare routine is. So again, I will link it in the corner and also below the video. But why did I say that stopping products might actually clear your skin? This is where it gets a little confusing, but this is something called the caveman regimen. And basically you try to use absolutely no products or the very minimum, if it is absolutely necessary. For example, sunblock if you work out in the sun all day, or moisturizer if you have extremely dry, flaky skin. The idea behind this is that we have our skin barrier, right? And when we're using products and acids and serums and all this different stuff, it disrupts that barrier and it changes our skin acid mantle. Sometimes people will see huge improvements or even fully eliminate their acne when they stop using products for a few weeks and allow a natural reset to happen of that skin acid mantle, right? I know this sounds absolutely insane. It sounds crazy, especially if you've been using products for years, but there are loads of people with this experience. I have a video that goes in depth on the science of this and how to implement it. Again, I'll link it in the corner description below, but this for some people is the end. It can actually clear your acne all the way out. Obviously, there's not only 3 things that will help your acne, but these will help the majority of people. So I highly recommend giving them a true shot. I also highly recommend checking out my acne program, theacnemethod.com, if you want a holding your hand kind of experience. And people always ask, so my favorite skincare brand is Banish. I'll link it below. My code is Brian5 for a discount, and everything is all small batch made. So the product that you're using has only been made within 1 week of you ordering it. So that ensures all the active ingredients like vitamin C and glycolic acid, they're all still active, unlike a lot of brands that put their products, in storage for years and then you're getting a degraded product. So definitely my highest recommendation for skincare products. And that is it for this video. So if you thought it was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Let me and everyone else know if you've tried anything that's helped your acne that I didn't talk about in this video. Put it in the comments below. It's a great way to help the community. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And please remember that you are not alone. You are beautiful and you're part of Team Acne. See you guys in the next video.